When you look across the entire high-yield passive income market, retail investors have a bad habit of chasing size. They always assume that if a fund has tens of billions of dollars under their management, it is automatically safer than its smaller peers. But what if the single most efficient lending engine in the stock market isn't a mega fund run by a giant Wall Street asset manager? What if the real champion of regular monthly passive income is a mid-sized operation out of Dallas, Texas? We're going to open up and take a look at the data for Capital Southwest Corporation, ticker symbol CSWC, yielding a massive 11% distribution rate paid out in monthly installments. CSWC has become an absolute favorite among passive income investors. But as we navigate deeper into 2026, general interest rate compressions or expansions and macro credit headwinds are forcing high-yield lenders into a little bit tighter corner. This is becoming a little bit more difficult given that we just changed the chairperson of the Federal Reserve and they had their first meeting and they're already talking about possibly raising interest rates later in the year. So to see if this monthly dividend darling can genuinely protect your wealth, we pulled Capital Southwest's fresh annual SEC filings directly from the Edgar database and executed a rigorous audit using our 100-point BDC Navigator scorecard. So is CSWC a bulletproof income machine designed to hand out cash for the next 20 years? Or are its tight quarterly safety margins exposing investors to a silent dividend trap? Let's reveal the exact score. And here we can see on the Edgar website, we've got the ticker symbol in CSWC. If we scroll down and look at their reports, we've got the 10Q, we've got the 10K, and the 10K, of course, is end of year for them, 12/31/2025, and the most recent quarterly report is 3/31/2026. So we're going to take a look at these reports, and let's take a look here at the BDC Edgar scorecard. Now we begin our audit with Category 1, NAV trends and performance, worth a total of 25 points. Net asset value is a true mathematical net worth of the BDC's asset base. Let's pull their official balance sheet data points. And the current NAV 2026 baseline is $16.69. 1 year ago it was $16.70, and 3 years ago it was $16.52. Let's take a look at the stability. Now, while the alternative middle market direct lenders have watched their net valuations suffer some capital losses over the past year, Capital Southwest book value held almost completely flat, shedding just about a single penny per share. Now, under our scorecard criteria, this lands them cleanly inside the stable NAV bracket, banking a strong 12 out of the 15 points for asset direction. Combined with excellent multi-year total compounded return, CSWC grabs the full 22 out of the 25 points for Pillar 1. But can they lock down the monthly cash distributions? Let's take a look at Category 2, Dividend Safety, worth 25 points. Capital Southwest reported a quarterly net investment income tracking at 59 cents per share, while paying out a baseline regular quarterly dividend of 58 cents per share. And when we calculate the safety window, we get a thin, regular dividend coverage ratio of 1.02 times what they pay out. Now, under our scorecard rules, any baseline coverage staying between the 1.0 and 1.10 captures 10 of the 15 points for immediate margins. But don't let that narrow coverage worry you just yet. Capital Southwest holds a secret weapon, estimated undistributed taxable income, or UTI. They have put away a massive $1.07 per share in excess of undistributed cash reserves. This protects your base monthly payout. Backed by excellent quarterly income consistency, they secured 20 out of the 25 points for dividend safety. Now we move into the ultimate credit stress test. This is Category 3, Credit Quality and PIK Exposure, worth 20 points. Now, in a challenging macroeconomic corporate environment, struggling lenders often use an accounting trick called PIK or payment in kind to mask debts. That's not quite entirely true. It's part of the business operations and how they structure their accounting. So instead of collecting physical cash interest, they accept a paper IOU and record it as net revenue and use it in their financial statements. So we need to pay attention to that, because at times it is a very good thing to collect the IOU, and that is a management decision that they make. The company that may be paying the IOU or the PIK or payment in kind interest may be reinvesting that back into the business to fund a growth opportunity as they expand. So not all PIK is bad. Keep that in mind. Now, when we extract the data and run the math on CSWC's asset pipeline, the results confirm superior underwriting health. Their non-cash paper interest accounts for just 2.9% of gross income. And when measured against the final net earnings, PIK income comprises a very low 4.4% of total net investment income. This is the top-tier data signature. Any PIK load keeping safely under the 10% threshold earns a perfect 5 out of 5 points for raw earnings quality. It proves that CSWC's double-digit dividend yield is fully backed by cold hard cash entering the business bank accounts, not just a accounting entry. Now let's take a look at non-accruals, loans that have gone into default. Capital Southwest reported non-accruals sitting at a very well-controlled 1.1% at fair value. A non-accrual band between 0.5% and 1.5% secures 8 out of the 10 points for credit stability. With net long-term realized losses very well contained, CSWC secures a strong 18 of the 20 points for pillar number 3. Now let's analyze balance sheet risk. This is pillar number 4, leverage and risk, worth 15 points. Capital Southwest maintains an incredibly conservative capital deployment model, reporting a regulatory debt-to-equity ratio of just 0.9 times, because this leverage sits directly in our Goldilocks of 0.6 to 1.0 times, or X, baseline sweet spot. They capture a perfect 10 out of the 10 points. Backed by a robust liquidity with over $364 million in available unused bank credit capacity and no near-term debt maturity cliffs, they clear a flawless 15 of the 15 points for Category 4. Now let's look at Category 5, portfolio structure and fees, worth 15 points. This is where Capital Southwest unleashes its twin structural advantages. Look at the portfolio composition. First lien secured debt concentration with an astonishing 99% of their credit portfolio is placed strictly in first lien positions. This completely beats our greater than 75% threshold, earning the perfect 5 out of 5 points. If an economic storm hits a borrower, CSWC stands first in line to take control of the underlying business. Unlike traditional BDCs that are externally managed by private equity firms charging retail investors about 2% management fees and 20% incentive cuts, Capital Southwest is entirely internally managed. Because they run their own operations, they have driven their core operating leverage down to an incredibly efficient 1.4%. Those massive corporate savings flow directly away from Wall Street management pockets and directly into the personal ledger as dividends. Perfect fee structure allocation, 15 out of the 15 points. Now, when we run our final compliance check against the critical red flag overrides, as we take a look at page 2, we're verifying that bad debts aren't spiking sequentially, that NAV isn't bleeding, and that PIK or payment in kind load stays very low. Capital Southwest passes every defensive barrier extremely well. So when we combine every single institutional metric directly from the SEC Edgar system, which is here where we pulled all of our information right from these documents listed here, and Capital Southwest secures a grand total of 90 of 100 points. And so the official final score of 90 ranks CSWC inside our highest bracket, which is best in class tier. The regulatory data delivers a definitive reality check. While their immediate quarterly dividend coverage margin looks tight on paper at 1.02, their structural architecture is elite by combining a 99% first lien credit book, an incredibly massive $1.07 per share spillover cash cushion, a conservative 0.90 times leverage, and an internally managed cost model. Capital Southwest has engineered an absolute powerhouse for monthly passive income. If you want to download a clean printable copy of the BDC Navigator Edgar scorecard to run a safety health check on your own dividend portfolio, down in the description below. Drop a comment below. Are you funding your monthly lifestyle with checks from CSWC, or do you prefer a larger scale of someone like Main Street Capital? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and support the institutional grade research that we're doing, and I will see you on the very next deep dive. Stay disciplined, protect your principal, and invest safely. Have a great day.